Good morning. So we had an overnight stay last night in a park up by Ladybower. A different park up to last time. It felt a little safer this park up. It's on Park for Nights, so it's available for everyone to find. So whilst Kelly's out on her paddleboard, I thought I'd take these two dweebs for a walk. And I thought we'd have a chat about YouTubers and which YouTube channels you follow for campervans, van life, and anything like that. So I thought if I start, and then if there are any that you watch which you think are really good, you mention in the comments, and I'll give them a watch and a follow as well. So we'll start with the person that got me into wanting a van in the first place. Is linked to my hobby of photography, and that's Thomas Heaton. He's a photographer by trade, but he goes out in his campervan on loads of adventures. So if you're just into van life, it's maybe not the channel for you. But if you like a bit of photography thrown in, and you don't already know about Thomas, absolutely brilliant YouTuber, videographer, photographer. I think he was one of the first people on YouTube, or first photographers on YouTube. So he's got quite a following, 600,000 people. Van livers, we watch Steps to Adventure. They travel all over we started watching them when they travelled all over the UK, and now they start hitting Europe, and I believe they're off to Africa on their next adventure. They live in the van, and they do trips that are months long, and it's just like following them on their day. So they're quite good. They tend to post on a Monday. Wandering Where. Who doesn't follow Wandering Where? Come on, Natch. He's a character, without doubt. He's done really well on YouTube. Really entertaining. Hardly anything ever goes right on his videos. It's brilliant, and his cooking is bordering on dangerous, I think. How he's not having the shits every 2 minutes, I do not know. With his the cleanliness of his pots and how he cooks food, and was brilliant, really entertaining. Who else have we got? Our Van Tales with Andy. We really enjoyed, and we found Andy when he was in the UK, and now he's touring around Morocco. We really enjoyed Andy's channel, and he went off the boil a little bit. I think he had some personal things going on in his life. He went off the boil, but he's starting to post again on a regular basis. And again, that's just following him around. He lives in his van. He's a good watch. UAO. I enjoy watching UAO. See you next Tuesday. If you know, you know. He tends to adapt Volkswagen Transporter vans into swampers, and his latest, well, I say his latest, he bought it's called a T7, but not a T7, and he is in the process of transforming that into a swamper. It looks decent, I've got to say. But in his last video, he said he had another project which is just starting. We don't know what it is yet. So that'll be interesting. So he's really excited about it, obviously. But yeah, enjoy watching UAO. Who else have we got? Oh, Yorkshire Pop Top Adventures. Colin, absolutely cracking guy. Nice. He, I think by trade he's a wedding photographer. So midweek, when he doesn't have a wedding, he goes out. I think his main focus of the channel is going to different campsites, showing people around, having a walk, and just a general chat. Absolutely great guy, really personable, enjoyable to watch. We enjoy watching Colin. Who else do we watch on a regular basis? We've just started watching a couple. They've just sold their flat, or come out with their flat if they were renting it, to live in a van, and they're vlogging every single day, which is quite a challenge for 30 days, just vlogging their life living in a van for the first time. So I think we watched a couple of their videos, and then we've started from day one because we were enjoying them so much. Again, they seem like really personable people, friendly people. So I think we're only on day 2 or day 3, I think, of their journey. All right, Coco, you're gonna have a go at walking, because you're only little. It's what, 2.6 kilos? Dead weight in your arm when you're carrying her, flipping heck. All right, come on, you. Lift that leg up. There we go. Right, let's give that a go. See if she refuses. That refusal, no eye contact, 1,000-yard stare into I don't know what. Coco, come on. Come on, you. Come on. So that's a no, she's not walking. So there's a couple of others that we've tried. Indiana Jones. We tried watching him. I think a lot of his videos are about upgrading vans and some technical bits and bats, which I don't mind. But as Kelly and I watch them together, he doesn't really float Kelly's boat, so we don't tend to watch too much of Indiana Jones, unfortunately. But he's got a lot of followers. I'm sure if you don't watch him, definitely give him a go, and have a look and see if he's floating your boat. There's a couple of new YouTubers which we're following to see how they pan out, and also just sort of like on a learning journey together, I guess. So hopefully both our channel and their channel will grow together, and we'll be able to see the positives, the improvements from each of them. I will put the links to these in the description, especially the ones I can't remember the names of now. So if you're new here, welcome, and thank you for watching. My name's Dave. This in my arms is Coco. I have Nacho down there, and we have Kelly, who's on a paddleboard at the moment. If you enjoy the content, please do subscribe and please like the video. It helps so much, especially for us that are just starting out now. If you've been here before, welcome back and thank you for returning. Oh my gosh, this is a bog fest. Right, Nacho, I don't know which is going to be the best way to go. I think we're going to have to cut over here. Nacho doesn't care. She's a girl dog, but I swear to God she'd be a tomboy if she was I don't even know if you can say tomboy nowadays. When I was a kid, we had tomboys. Nemo's Camper Adventures. He's great. Someone else who kind of lost his way a little bit recently, and he's trying some different things. He's started up another YouTube channel briefly, and then he's closed it down because it was taken away from what he was trying to do, and that was Diary of a Fat Bloke. So I think he's realised he's put on a bit of weight, his lifestyle wasn't great, and he's focusing on getting that back together with his mental health. But his van tours are brilliant. He drives around in an orange VW. If you haven't seen him, he's a good watch. Man Not Found. He's got a 4x4 MAN. He's got all the gear. He's got so much gear, it's unbelievable. He tends to do off-grid parking, and I think he's a photographer by trade. So some of his videography is fantastic in there. So that's a different watch as well. Ads Ventures. He's a good watch. Cheeky chappy, solo traveller. He does quite a few UK. Wow, look how green that is. It's incredible. Does quite a few UK stopovers with a meal in his van and things. But then he also he's just done a tour of the Arctic in his newly converted Transit Custom, which didn't go to plan, which is a shame. He was having troubles with his diesel heater, which you don't want to mess about with that in temperatures of -35, really. But I guess he's an entertaining watch. We also follow a Scottish man in a van. I think he's called Dave. Again, someone who lives in their van. Tends to travel around Scotland and showing some great places in Scotland. His current adventure is travelling around all the little villages and towns around the coastline of Scotland. I think he was planning on it taking 3 months, and I think he's realised it's going to take him a little bit longer than 3 months. So that's an enjoyable watch. For me personally, the only negative about his channel at the moment is this series of videos are really, really long. So like 55 minutes long, which, don't get me wrong, they're enjoyable, but I quite often don't have 55 minutes spare to watch a YouTube video, so I tend to put it off, and so I've got a bit of a backlog of his videos to watch, which is a shame, because I do enjoy watching him. There's a couple that we've just started to watch. Pews on Tour. I've got no words, if I'm perfectly honest. I don't know why we sit and watch it. I've said to Kelly a few times, what on earth are we watching? But we just sit and watch it, and we just end up laughing. It's just bizarre. Something you'd never put on ITV or anything like that. But it's YouTube entertainment, I guess, isn't it? And then there's a couple of others that so every now and then we just do a search on Facebook and things like that. Come up with some new names, tap them in, watch them, see what we think, give them a bit of an opportunity, see if they grab our attention. So we've got a few that we're following, which I can't really comment on whether or not what the content's like, or what the content is, and whether or not we enjoy it. So yeah, I think that's our list, near enough. Obviously I've got some other ones that I follow from photography. I'm not going to bore you with that. Unless you want to know them, then feel free to ask in the comments and I'll pop them in. So yeah, so that's who we follow and we watch. Oh no, Nacho's stuck on a bramble. How am I going to do this? Don't run off. Ugh. Good girl. So yes, that's who we follow. So if you think we've missed anybody that you really enjoy watching, drop them in the comments and we'll give them a go. So that's a little walk and talk. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Good morning. We've followed no. Mud. Enjoy them or not, whether or not it's our style of... No. And you recommend us to follow? Oh. So that's a little walk and talk. So that's us, I think. Yeah, give them a watch.